Welcome to the Metaphysics Hour. I am your host, Rory Colgan. Tonight, whenever you are tuning in, we're going to continue on the drama of the Mr. Beast price and Coinbase. And you might wonder, especially if you're more on the spiritual side, why I'm devoting so much time to this cryptocurrency meme. And it's in part because one of the most recent books I wrote was Divine Economics with the late Leonard Orr and a few other contributors. And it's a public domain book, and it's also available on Amazon. I'll try to put the link in the description of this video. And it really just showcases the idea that we're all abundant and prosperous. So those two concepts are really important to me. Now, obviously, I got into Mr. Beast through Coinbase, and as you can see here, my total return is negative, down 87%. Unrealized return 2,100. So that's how much money I put in. So it's worth about 1,000. I put in 3,000. And I said in the first video that this was not financial advice, and it continues to not be financial advice. It's just my opinion. And I wanted to collect this coin because I thought it was a fun coin to collect. Its value may be 1/20th of a penny, so it might be overvalued right now. But you can see I bought at roughly 20 cents. You know, I did multiple purchases, and you can see here that, you know, the highest one I think was like 30 cents. Yeah, 30 cents was the price there. On this one, it was 22 cents. On this one, it was 21 cents. And then this one, it was 15 cents. So I bought the quote unquote, and that's 17 cents. But the point is, I bought this because it was available on Coinbase. And that was really important to me, is that I wanted the ability to get a decentralized exchange, a DEX, memecoin, but I wanted it through my centralized exchange, Coinbase. It's just so much easier for taxes purposes. You know, if you send money out of this wallet, Coinbase will say, we don't know what happened to that money, so you have to go find it. And so it's just a lot more paperwork to go find, okay, well, where was that? And I lost my keys to one of my MetaMask accounts, and it had maybe $100 to $200 in it, but it was where I had my 400% Pepe coin profit. So it's like, how am I going to remember what that was? And so there's just a whole lot more due diligence you have to do when you get off of Coinbase. And that's one of the reasons why I really enjoy Coinbase, is that it has it all centralized. Now, the aspect that I wanted to cover here is just the fact that, again, we can see here by my cursor, Mr. Beast cannot be bought on Coinbase. That to me is wrong, because it was. And you can see here that this had Mr. Beast, when I was able to buy it, it had that, you know, kind of warning, if you will, right? They're not reviewed by Coinbase. So if they're not reviewed by Coinbase, why did it stay on long enough for me to purchase and then be taken off? Like, how did that happen? And that to me is where I think there is some civil damages, or something is wrong with how Coinbase handled it. Because, you know, if you're a multi-million, billion-dollar company like Coinbase is, then you shouldn't have this oversight where you're not going to list it, you know, because, see, look, he goes into this and it says, yes, 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 goes into this. We go to, let's go visit our help center, right? So let's go here, and it will tell us. And then here we go. Say, like, I'm not in New York, so no problem there. I'm in Oklahoma. Where's the part that I thought is like, oh, this is something that I think they actually did wrong. Okay. If some assets may take longer to appear and others may not be supported. For example, an asset may not be supported if it is a known scam or has insufficient liquidity. If an asset is officially listed on Coinbase, it becomes fully supported and may offer more features like staking, recurring buys, or advanced trading. So here is where I think they went wrong. It was fully listed on Coinbase, or at least you were able to purchase it on Coinbase. So is there a difference there? Maybe to a degree, but because I could purchase it on Coinbase, it was official. That is my contention, and that is my point of view. So what happened is that they then changed their mind once they maybe had somebody else review the liquidity or something to that degree. But by then the damage is done. Thousands of people have actually, gone in. So here you go. Look on the left-hand side of your screen, and let's see. All-time high, all-time low, beast. There's the base scan. Let's see. Holders. Let's go to the holders. So here we go. 698,000 holders. And you can see that there were thousands of holders, at least almost 2,000 or 3,000, 4,000 holders that grew at that point in time. And to me, that means that Coinbase allowed it to be listed and then later rug pulled it. So I believe it was actually Coinbase that caused the rug pull. And I wasn't concerned necessarily about making money, but I was concerned about my ability to collect it. And had I known that they were going to list this coin, allow this coin to be traded, and then to pull it without any warning, I would not have done this, because that changes the whole dynamic of this fun meme to collect, right? It all of a sudden overshadows it with something that's not right. And who is the party that is doing something that's not right? You don't know. And so that makes a lot of collectors essentially really squeamish about the idea of continuing to hold. So I do think they did material damage to the coin itself by how they operated it. And they have enough money to, basically catch this ahead of time. I got into this coin after it already went up 2,000%. So they should have already flagged it if there was a problem, that they thought it was a scam. Instead, they allowed me to put in over $3,000 before saying, oh, nope, no longer possible. So I really think they have some liability here and some difficulty to move forward. So as of right now, Mr. Beast is, you can't make this up, 0.06668. Oh, goodness. I'm not a superstitious person, but, it's definitely something that's noteworthy. And you can look here. Why is Beast price down? This is what the coin market cap has generated. Basically, it says it's a profit-taking rally. Lack of official project ties. Mr. Beast denies affiliation, raising rug pull fears. Technical overextension. And what I love about this is that there is no mention at all that Coinbase actually throttled this. And so, again, that to me is another reason why I think that Coinbase is liable here. And they're, I don't know necessarily what to do with that, but I am going to explore options, because for people that want to trade and want to have fun, like the money, you go back to me, it's like, okay, I've lost a couple $1,000s, but this was fun money. This wasn't money that I needed for anything. So I feel bad for people that actually put money in this, even though they know the risks, and now are losing, thousands upon thousands of dollars. That to me is something that Coinbase is actually liable for, because they're a trading platform. So they allow you to trade and then they stop allowing you to buy, but they keep allowing you to sell. That to me is a huge red flag. So I'm going to keep exploring into some of the legal options, because I don't want to see this happen again to other people. And I know it does happen in the crypto space, but I thought Coinbase was better. And that's the reason why I chose Coinbase to perform these trades, is that I felt like this was going to be a safe place to buy and sell Mr. Beast on Basecoin. And as it turns out, Mr. Beast cannot be bought on Coinbase anymore. How about that? Seems pretty fishy. All right, God bless, namaste. And if you're interested in some of our other videos, I will definitely be doing a metaphysical review next. So God bless. Talk soon.